What's up, guys? It's FIFA Chief here, and today we're going to be going over some of the best investments that you can make right now on FIFA 23. Because I know a lot of you guys are starting to build your coins up. You got 50,000, 100,000 coins, and you want to know where you should be putting these to double and triple your coins. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're going to go over gold cards, and then we're going to jump into special cards. So, starting off with the gold cards, there's kind of two categories I want to put these cards in. There's the low category of low meta cards, and then there's the higher category. So just to kind of show you what that means, the low category would be guys like Phil Foden. Phil Foden's only like 8.5, 9,000 coins right now. I'd put him in the low category. Now the high category is going to be cards more like Salah, Team of the Week, Son, things like that. Now Salah right now, I don't really know his price. I think he might be like 150. He's closer to about 100K right now. So he's a lot more expensive. We put him in that higher rated category. So what do we think these cards are going to do? These high rated cards are a little more straightforward and simple. I kind of see these cards just slowly rising because right now nobody's really buying 100,000, 150,000 coin cards because nobody's on the game using these cards. I think these are relatively safe and slow risers. Now, where we're going to kind of see a lot more fluctuation, the potential to make coins, is these lower rated cards like Foden. Now, what do I see happening with cards like this? So, as an example, Foden right now is about 8,500 coins. I kind of see him slowly rising through this weekend and then dropping on the 27th when the full game comes out. Now, I drew a graph for you guys to show you exactly what I expect this to look like for these cards. So, just quickly go over this. What I expect is slowly rising in price as people are building their starter squads and there isn't much tradable supply at the moment. The 27th is when everybody, this is Tuesday, I believe, Monday, Tuesday, people can get on the game. This right here is where everybody can put FIFA points on. They get their Ultimate Edition FIFA points and we're getting a ton of tradable supply. So I'd expect a nice drop here and then we're going to see these cards start to rebound. We're going to see it slowly creep up because there's not as much tradable supply still. And then we hit the 30th when people get full access to the game, tons of people in the game, opening packs, everything like that. We see another drop here with all that supply, and then again, slowly rebounding here. Now, I want to show you again some examples from last year from this. So, as an example, we'll look at Phil Foden here. This is a guy last year, very, very meta card, Cam, Premier League, good pace, decent shooting, great dribbling. He had it all. So, we take a look here. This is right here. This is basically when people got full access to the game. Is right here. We see this low point at about 18,000 coins. We see slowly rising back up about 25, 26K here. And then as people got like the full release, no Ultimate Edition, he drops down here and then slowly rises back up. So you can see those points of supply are where he's really, really low. And we're going to see a similar thing with Ferland Mendy here. We see him drop down to about 102K and then boom, rises to 130. So with those gold cards, just kind of hit that pattern right there. It's a pretty simple pattern. When we're getting the supply, the cards are going to drop. So that's going to be cards like Foden, Zakaria, things like that. Relatively simple things here. Now, that's not what I'm going to be dealing with. I'm going to be more in the special card game, I believe, because I see it to be a lot simpler and more reliable. So moving into these special cards, we're going to be looking at Team of the Weeks here, especially these popular Team of the Weeks, because popular Team of the Week 1 cards do quite well here. So that's what we're going to move into. And we're going to start off with an example as just 89 rated Heung-min Son here. This guy right now is, first of all, just way too cheap. He's going to skyrocket when people get coins. He's about 230,000 coins for this 90 rated Son card. Now, an example I want to give you from FIFA 22 Team of the Week 1, we'll look at a few of these, is going to be this Team of the Week Vinicius Jr. You can see this guy drops down to about 158K. This is where we're at right now, and then just rises. He just goes up and up and up. Because the thing about these Team of the Week cards is after this week, never in packs again. They're never going to get supply again. So there's really no reason for them to go down as long as they're usable meta cards, which obviously this Son is a usable meta card. So that isn't the case with all Team of the Weeks, though. If we take a look at, let's try to find like a decent card here. A decent card. I mean, there aren't really, let's look at Sar here. He's like a decent Premier League card here. 2-star weak foot, which is why I didn't want to look at him. But if we take a look here at his 1 month graph, This guy hits that same low point about 32K, and then you can see just rises up to about 44, 45K in about a week there. So he's up about 15K in a week there, which at the beginning of the game is going to be great, great profits for you. So that's another example. Last one I want to look at, let's take a look at, again, not too many great cards in this team of the week. Let's take a look at Ivan Toney. I don't think he did all that great, because he's not super meta here. But if we take a look, he hits low point about 16K, and then he gets up to about 22K there. So it's still a very similar pattern. These cards are going to rise. It's just a matter of how much based on how meta they are. So we could go look at this week's team of the week and take a look at some cards here. So if we look at these, cards I like the look of are most likely going to be Saliba, Premier League, French center back, great stats. He's going to be a decent one to look at. Another one, I'm probably going to lean towards Valverde. The only reason I don't want to say him is because I think he's going to be heavily overinvested, and it seems like a lot of people are on that Valverde card, so I'd be careful with him. Him and Saliba, I think, could be overinvested in, but Saliba is just so cheap for that card. I think he could be a relatively good buy here. And again, the safest play would probably be to try to get these on the 27th when you're seeing that big drop, but right now is even a good time because overall on the 27th, I think these cards go up, but right when the game releases and people can open those FIFA points, you could try to snipe these cards and get them for nice and cheap. Overall, I think everything here is just a bit too cheap. I think this Kevin De Bruyne for 180K is too low. It's just a lot of people don't have those coins. I think this Ciro Immobile for 20K is way too low. I think overall, there's a lot of good buys here. I think Paulinho for discard price is a great buy here. Premier League, Portuguese, 84 rated CDM. He's very usable with a shadow on him. I think he could be a no-brainer buy. So I think these team of the weeks overall are really, really safe plays as long as you're buying at an appropriate price here. Traore, a League One right back with those stats. Great, great card. So again, make sure to check these cards out. I'm a big fan of the team of the weeks here. That's probably what I'm going to lean towards. In terms of investments, I'm not going to really go heavy on these players. I'd rather just get my coins together and wait for when EA really starts pumping out SBC content, because that's where I prefer to invest my coins. But this is kind of what I'm looking at in terms of where I see prices go. Again, 27th and 30th are those areas you need to be careful around. But past that, more people get the game, slow rises, get ready for it. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. Woo. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.